I was scrolling through a certain website looking for PS2 ROMs to play, when I thought to myself, PS2 games have some really dope box art. They were cooking us some heat back in the day, and I feel like they were kinda more important in the past. You could go to a game store and see a game you've never heard of before, and be like, wow, this looks interesting. I'm gonna try this out. It's like one of the most important things when selling a game. So I thought to myself, what if I try to replicate this experience and play PS2 games based on their cover? So that's what I did. I found about 10 games with cool covers that I've never played and spent about 30 minutes on each one. Let's see if the box art matches the gameplay. Let's get straight into the first game. Action Girlz Racing. Not much to say about this game, it's just a Mario Kart clone.
Ooh. Yo! What is going on right now? Oh my god, I'm fumbled. At the end, I fumbled. No! I can still do it. Move! Get out the way! Oh. Oh my god. Yes! Let's go! Give me that. At the end, I'm clutch. I'm clutch with it.
Next is Samurai Western. This game has some nice artwork. It's simple and shows off everything the game is about. Samurais and cowboys. Two things I really like. The main character is a samurai looking for strong opponents to fight. Kinda like Vagabond. But his main goal is to die in battle to someone stronger than him. That might sound serious, but the tone of the game really isn't. The enemies are over-the-top bad guys, and the dialogue can be pretty funny at times.
Get a load of this feller. I don't think he's from around here.
Hey, you habla inglés?
You think you can beat us with that overgrown knife?
Let's get him, boys.
The combat is very fun. It's a hack and slash game. You're able to do a variety of combos and cool mechanics, like being able to deflect bullets with your sword back at an enemy, or pick up items off the ground and use as a shield, and a dodge mechanic, where you hit this clean-ass spin move to avoid gunfire. While in combat, your mastery gauge will fill up, and when activated, you can go into like a rage mode, where you do more damage to enemies. After each level, you can use the points you earn to level up your character. The enemies I encountered weren't too different. You have your common enemies with revolvers, ones that throw knives or dynamite, and ones with Tommy guns. All of them yell out the same two lines over and over, which is hilarious, but I could see getting annoying over time. The characters in the story do seem interesting. I don't know how good the story will be, but it seems like there's a lot in store coming up. Overall, the time I spent with this game was decent, and I had some good first impressions.
He just kept walking like it was nothing. He said you're nothing to me, go ahead.
The next game is Oni. Now looking at the cover, we got this really cool looking character, but looking at the bottom right of the box, something caught my eye, the Rockstar logo, so I just had to check out this game. Sadly, my laptop can't handle me recording and playing at the same time. This game was moving at like 6 frames per second, and even without recording, it was at like 15. So, sorry about that. Not much I can do about my laptop at the moment. I was able to record the intro.
Why is she beating me up right now? What did I do?
Next is Airblade. I honestly really like this cover. I'm loving the vibrant orange with this blue silhouette in motion. Looks pretty extreme. I would have definitely wanted to play this as a kid. The story takes place in a world where a corporation named GCP has power over the city. A former employee named Oscar created a perfect hoverboard called an Airblade, which he then smuggles to his home. This is where the beginning of the game starts off, and we see the GCP knocking down the door like they're raiding a trap house or something, and they're looking for the board.
What the hell's going on?
They must be after that package Oscar brought back from work.
Well, let's go give it to
No,
him.
wait, dork. You go grab the package. It's under Oscar's bed. I'll meet you across town at my hideout.
Why do I have to take the
Because
package?
I'm doing a diversion, Ethan. Now go.
Cortez, please, let's start upstairs.
Okay, back off, jackass. I just phoned the cops.
Honey, I own the cops.
Away.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
What the?
Oh.
We play as Ethan, who takes the Airblade, using it to escape outside. The gameplay consists of you riding the hoverboard around different levels. It's similar to Tony Hawk and the SSX games, where you can do various tricks and combos to increase your score. Doing tricks fills up your boost meter, allowing you to increase your speed and jump height. In my opinion, the Airblade isn't perfect to control. It feels a little too loose. And when your boost meter is empty, you move way too slow. I only played for a short amount of time though, so maybe I just needed to get adjusted to feel more comfortable. The Airblade is destructive, so the opening level has us doing tricks to take out the GCP who are trying to stop us. I really enjoy the futuristic aesthetic of this game, like the menu and the UI, the music, and the way the characters dress. It reminds me of Air Gear. I don't know if any of y'all have read or watched that show, but yeah, same vibes. Even the goofy 2000s dialogue is great.
But can you help us, Naomi? You must know someone who could tell us where they've taken Oscar.
Why would I know anyone from there? The place is like nerd central.
You know everyone, Naomi.
Okay. I'll contact you when I find something. In the meantime, you guys should be careful. DCP practically runs this city.
And I guess it's time. Time to stick it to the man.
I might actually end up playing more of this game. Let me know if y'all would like to see a full video on this game, or any of the games that I cover in this video. Next is The Thing. Now, I do know this is a movie, but I haven't watched it. I know it has monsters and cold weather, which is exactly what is on the cover. It looks very interesting though. It's got this nice blue color, and I like how the logo glows. Okay, let's get into the game. The game starts out with a cutscene of two guys being eaten by a monster, and afterwards we're sent with the team to retrieve evidence and rescue any survivors. One of the first pop-up tutorials tells us that it's 40 degrees below zero, so we can't spend too much time outside. Going inside though, we're introduced to our team. Each member has an important skill, and you need them in order to complete certain tasks, like a mechanic who repairs junction boxes to open doors or restore power, or the medic who can patch up your wounds.
Blake, you need anything repaired or even a simple bypass and I'm your man.
Yeah. Why do you sound like that?
Another important feature is the squad member's mental state. If they see too much gruesome stuff or get overwhelmed by monsters, they'll begin to lose it. And if they do, they won't be able to do tasks. They can even lose trust among the team, so it's important to always check on them.
Go crazy! Go stupid!
The amount of depth this 2002 game has is amazing. I'm surprised I haven't seen more people talk about this game. With my 30 minutes, I spent my time wandering through the destroyed area, looking for clues. We came across multiple dead bodies and a UFO. I was getting that feeling that something was always watching us, especially after this cutscene. We get orders to set explosives and destroy the remaining evidence. Afterwards, we all leave by helicopter pickup, and our main character Blake goes to a different location by himself to help a different team. We run into our first enemy at the new location, a small monster, which I kill with an SMG. The shooting mechanics are typical for an early 2000s game, so I wasn't expecting anything too crazy. So far, I like this game. I like the squad feature, and the story seems very interesting. I might have to check out the movie, and maybe even finish the game. Alright, on to the next one. Alias. This one really caught my eye. It looks like a 90s or 2000s rock album cover, kinda getting a dark vibe from the photo of the woman and the font of the text. This game cover looks really cool, but I wasn't expecting the game to be what it was. So when loading up the game, there's an ABC logo and copyright of Touchstone Television. It turns out this is a canon game from the TV show of the same name. It takes place between episodes 19 and 20 of season 2. I've never heard of this show, probably because I was too young at the time to remember it. Anyways, this game has us playing as a spy named Sydney, and we're infiltrating a casino to retrieve intel or something. As you can see, this game doesn't emulate very well, so there was some graphical issues, but it's not that big of a deal though. Inside the casino we do some spy stuff, acting like we work here, bringing people drinks, and being stealthy.
What is that? What is that? What is that?
I will say, even though it feels janky to play, they really put a lot of work into the combat animations.
Whoa, my god. I was really good with you. What's up? Ah, dip. Give me that. Yo.
Oh shit, what is that? Who you fighting?
I only got to spend a small amount of time with this game before my laptop told me I was running out of storage. So this is where my review of the game stops. Like I said, I wasn't expecting the game to be what it was, but hey, it's a gamble with these covers. It was entertaining though. On to Bujingai, the Forsaken City. Okay, so this looks like we're going to embark on an adventure through a rundown looking city. We got a guy standing on a pole like he's the shit, so he must be strong. And he's got some weapons on his back, so we'll be doing some fighting. I like how the purple and yellowish orange look together. It's a nice cover. After the intro logos were immediately put into the game, we're introduced to some unique looking enemies, and our main character, Lao Wong, who looks just as flashy as his entrance.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he on X Games mode.
We take control of the character, and the first thing to surprise me was how awesome the combat looks and feels. The way he swings the sword is like a dance. I was immediately hooked. I was getting a strong Devil May Cry vibe. A cutscene replays the battle, before showing the title card. Starting the game, we see a cutscene of Lao flying through space, which looks hilarious. Bruh. And by now, we can tell this game is going to be over the top. We get a flashback from 3,000 years ago, so I'm guessing Lao is immortal, and he's getting trained by his master.
You are terrible.
This is when we get the option to view tutorials. I like watching these. The line deliveries of the teacher make me feel like I'm actually there getting trained.
Now you will learn how to glide. When in mid-air, press and hold the X button to glide.
The combat and movement is pretty varied. I won't go over everything, but the things that stuck out to me were being able to run on walls and glide, and the clashing mechanic that looks so cool.
If an enemy performs a series of attacks, the two of you will become locked in combat. This is called clashing.
It's super satisfying to fight in this game. After his training, Lao's master sends him out to fight. Levels play out similar to the DMC games. There's areas filled with enemies, and a pathway or door sealed by demonic energy. Defeating them will break the seal. The sound effects and music are really good and fit the tone well. I was very surprised with how fun this game was. I could see myself playing more of this. On to the next game, Saishuu Densha. I try to mix it up a little bit and find a scary game. And this cover looked like a creepy Japanese horror game. It's got a dimly lit train and what seems to be a zombie's hand or something. The intro cutscene shows a train station with a bunch of different characters and somebody running to catch the train. I don't speak Japanese, so it took me a while to get to the start of the game. And once it started, I realized two things. That, yeah, I don't speak Japanese, and it doesn't run well at all. For some reason, all the characters are white ghost, and I don't think that's an emulation issue though. I didn't spend too much time on this game before moving on to the next. Knights of the Temple 2. I was getting some Dark Souls and Elder Scrolls vibes from this cover. We got a knight with a bloody sword and a simple white background. Seems straight to the point. This is a third-person action adventure game. We follow a man named Paul. He's trying to stop darkness from coming into the world, so he travels around looking for answers. This game gives us 3 places to visit, so I started with the first location. Wandering through the town, it seemed to be in shambles, and I could hear people yelling in agony while this ominous music plays in the back. There's a couple of interiors to enter and people to talk to. After speaking to this dude, he gave me a quest, and this is when I started to get those Elder Scrolls vibes. He wanted me to bring him a machine, which I did not.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
I didn't spend too much time here before leaving to the Pirates Island. I arrived in the middle of a battle, so I was able to test out the combat. It's about what you would expect from a knight game. You have 2 attack buttons and a block button, but you're also able to perform executions. You even have a crossbow for ranged attacks. On this island, I couldn't figure out how to do the objective and I failed, so I went to the next island. This place was the most eventful. Oh, and also pause these things in his head every once in a while.
Plug!
Entering into downtown, you'll be yelled at constantly by merchants trying to sell you fentanyl and whatnot.
Best prices in town. Best prices in town.
Alright, I get it, man. You get the best prices.
Best prices in
Okay. Best prices in town.
Watch it. You're standing in my way.
Oh shit! Yeah, you better run, that's what I thought. The rats! Oh no, it's coming back. Excuse me?
I think there's something underneath of the city, because you can hear growling and monster noises from the vents. Next I went and talked to this man, named Yusuf, and asked about the beautiful city. This motherfucker arrested me.
Therefore I arrest you in the name of advising. What did I do? All I did was ask the question. What the heck? Guards, take him. Yo, no way I got arrested. Dude, I got arrested. There's no way. I didn't do anything. Yo, free me, man.
But you know, Paul is a G, so he finesses his way out of his cell. I spent the next 10 minutes exploring this underground area and fighting soldiers.
Best prizes in town. What's really good with you? Yeah, you better run. Where you going, yeah? Best prizes in town. Whoa!
This game is pretty awesome. Knights of the Temple 2 seems like it has some depth to it, with lots of secrets to uncover, quests to complete, and enemies to fight. But overall, I really enjoyed the short time I had with this game. So yeah, those are the games I played based on their cover. We got some heat, and some stink. There were some games that didn't boot at all, like Reservoir Dogs and The Suffering, so I couldn't make it a full 10 games. I had a lot of fun doing this, so I might make it a series. And again, let me know if I should make a full review on any of the games. That's it, that's the end of the video. I'll see y'all again very soon.